In today's video, we unbox the amazing Project Necropolis Wargaming mat and terrain set from GameMat.eu. So hey Wargaming peeps, it's Lee from SkirmishWargames.com. Welcome to the channel. So the other day the postman dropped off a couple of packages from the Czech Republic, which is always exciting. So I know what these are. As you can see, it says Necropolis on there. So it's the Necropolis set. Lynn, do you know what a necropolis is?
The City of the Dead.
It's the City of the Dead. This is actually the Project Necropolis set from GameMat.eu, and we're going to go ahead and open it up. We have a game mat, and then a bunch of kind of creepy techno-horror terrain. So you haven't seen this yet, right?
Nope, so it'll be like Christmas for me.
Okay, so we're going to start by, let's pull out the game mat first, and we can lay that down on the table, and then we'll open up the box and take a look at all the terrain. So this particular mat, they make in a bunch of different sizes. We got one here for our table, and so this is a 3x3, which is kind of the smallest. And they have them all the way up to about 6x4 for, you know, a Warhammer size table. So, but for our purposes, this little one will be just fine. Wow.
That's pretty. I like it. And it feels nice. It's nice and smooth. Kind of reminds me of a Diablo map.
A Diablo or Doom or something like
Yeah.
that. So they actually have a narrative that goes with this mat. And so here it goes. This is the Project Necropolis, a black site project long abandoned and better off forgotten, unspoken of for decades. It is yet another instance of mankind's reach exceeding its grasp as imperial scientists tampered with the very foundations of the universe in an attempt to create planetary warp gates. They succeeded. Shall we open up the big box and take a look at our terrain pieces and see how they fit into this?
Yes, let's see the terrain. Yeah, it's in some good styrofoam. So this is the first piece out of the box.
All right, that's pretty fancy. So these are pre-painted resin units. They should be ready to play right out of the box. And I gotta say, that looks pretty cool, huh? And there's another one, right?
So we got another one, and this is the back side of it.
Okay, so this set that I got was sort of the Project Necropolis base set, but you can order as many of these as you want and create a huge interlocking network of habitations and conduits and things like that. These are the L-shaped Hab Blocks, so these were designed to be sort of prefabricated structures. When they came into an area, they could just kind of set up living quarters and, you know, engineering facilities right there on site quickly. But this is, of course, them in their state of disrepair after the incident, quote unquote. I don't know if they can sit on top of each other.
They can, you just have to be...
Yeah, you wouldn't want to knock it off or anything like that, but you could create a pretty tall section of buildings there. Got nice little diamond plate walkways, some grating there, staircases. There's the inside. Some kind of little fan. And yeah, nice. It's got a nice kind of metallic industrial feel to it. Okay, so that is the Hab Blocks. Now we're going to have, we should also have tech shafts, tech pillars, experimental tanks, doors, and barricades. All right, shall we pull out the rest of them?
Yes. Set these off to the side.
All right, well that's encouraging. First of all, what's encouraging is they're all in one piece. Second of all, they look pretty cool. Okay, so what do we have next?
Are those the shafts, or what are those? Or walls?
That's a good question what that is. I have an idea.
So there's two of those.
Okay, and what do we have here?
Two of these.
Yeah, a lot of nice detail on those. Okay, now we got some doors. Is that what it is?
Yep. So that's the one side, and that's the other side of the doors.
Okay, those are pretty cool. Nice.
So the next, we have arches.
Okay. Then 2 times experimental tanks.
This one's, the plastic's a little loose on.
Yeah. I think one of them is designed to be opened. So there is the experimental tank opened. the experimental tank closed. Okay, so now what do we got? What are these things here?
These are 4 L-shaped barricades. I think these are the barricades.
The barricades are designed to fit as a corner railing on the Hab block platforms or can be used as separate barricades. So, okay, so now that we got all these pieces here, these wonderful bits and pieces, let's look at some of the various configurations. I think these can go together a couple of different ways. So these barricades can either stand alone on their own, or they can be little corner barriers. Okay, so then these conduits here. So they can sit kind of on the supports, or you can use them as walkways if you want to. Yeah, there's the Arc of Triumph, the Arc of Transdimensional Failure. Yeah, these are the tech shafts, so that's where all the cables and conduits and stuff like that are supposed to go. Okay, so Lynn had a good idea here. Lynn, show me what you came up with here for these little end pieces.
Can make them run across these.
Yeah.
So it's like it's running into the ground.
Right. That's probably exactly what they were for. Yeah, it looks pretty good, huh?
Hook him into the conduits.
So yeah, there's some pretty good detail on the back, so these guys probably aren't designed to lay flat. I guess you could. I mean, there's no reason you couldn't.
Right.
Just lay them flat. They seem fine like that. You can also stand them up. Okay, so let's take a minute. Let's, knowing what we know now and seeing that everything has arrived intact, let's take a moment. Let's set up a sort of a sample configuration and see how that all works out. Now it's time to place some creepy guys from the interdimensional gate. Okay, well, what do you think?
Pretty cool. I think we could use that terrain for a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this is be suitable for Warhammer, be suitable for Necromunda, a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, any sci-fi base scenario that's got a little element of horror in it, you know.
Or even just urban fantasy.
Yeah. Event Horizon, Aliens. So this set is pretty darn nice, and it wasn't terribly expensive for what you actually get. It is shipping from the Czech Republic, so you got to factor in, you know, some of the postage costs. But other than that, pretty nice, and I would definitely buy some stuff from this company again.
The mat's more scary than the terrain.
The mat, yeah, the mat is quite a bit more scary than the terrain, but I guess they're meant to work together. So kind of like Doom, where they had the Mars base, and then they opened up the dimensional gate, and then you get all kinds of scary things happen to the architecture. So, well, folks, we hope you enjoyed our unboxing and our close-up look at the Project Necropolis game mat and terrain set from gamemat.eu. If you like this video, if you like our content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please give this video a big thumbs up and or visit us online at our website, skirmishwargames.com.